This is Mac OS Ken.
Positive New Year notes on Apple, weathering the memory storm, and one more trailer for the year. It is Wednesday, the 31st of December, 2025. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Copilot Money, making your money feel clear, calm, and fully yours. Get a 2-month free trial with offer code MacOSKen at try.copilot.money/MacOSKen. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/MacOSKen. Apple goes into the new year with glad tidings from analysts. On Monday, the site investing.com ran a piece that had Wells Fargo singing the company's praises, particularly related to iPhone and its strength in China. New numbers from the China Academy of Information and Communications Technology show shipments of non-Chinese branded phones going off the charts in November. Those are said to have grown 128% versus November of 2024. Not surprisingly, market share was also up in a big way, rising from 10.6% in November of 2024 to 22.4% last month. While not all of those will have been iPhone, the number of non-Chinese smartphones sold in China that aren't iPhones tends to be negligible. All of that was seen as good news in the eyes of Wells Fargo. The firm reiterated its overweight rating on Apple shares and its $300 price target, according to the report. Also ready to pop the bubbly on Monday was Wedbush analyst Daniel Ives. Apple 3.0 had Cupertino's biggest cheerleader on the financial front, naming Apple as one of the top 5 AI plays in 2026. Yes, that Apple. Doing his copy-paste thing, Ives says investors are both excited and nervous about AI headed into 2026. On one hand, there's a fourth industrial revolution, according to the analyst, with the U.S. firmly in the lead. On the other hand, while there has been a lot of investment, folks are still waiting on serious return, and some of them are getting nervous. NVIDIA is his firm's top pick for AI investing for 2026. That said, he's got 5 more, and Apple is on that list. Yes, that Apple. Quoting the analyst, the elephant in the room for Apple remains the invisible AI strategy, with the biggest consumer installed base in the world of 2.4 billion iOS devices and 1.5 billion iPhones. The time is now for Apple to accelerate its AI efforts. We believe the AI monetization piece could add $75 to $100 per share to the Apple story over the coming few years as it finally plays out after a head-scratching AI strategy this year in Apple Park. We also believe Tim Cook will remain CEO of Apple through at least the end of 2027 to see Apple through this key AI technology transition in Cupertino. Hang on a second. I thought Tim Cook was staying for smart glasses or augmented reality or to keep Apple on Trump's sunny side. The rest of Ives' top 5, or 6, 5 plus NVIDIA, whatever. The rest include Microsoft, Tesla, Palantir, and CrowdStrike. As for Apple, Wedbush has an outperform rating on Apple shares. The firm's price target on the shares is $350. Less rah-rah, but no less positive was an assessment this week from TrendForce. Well, no less positive for Apple. For one segment of the greater tech space, it is anything but positive. 9to5Mac writes up the approaching storm in laptop shipments, or maybe the approaching drought. The site has TrendForce outlining the challenges notebook makers are expected to face in 2026, with surging memory prices chief among them. Surging memory prices are happening at exactly the wrong time for laptop makers. That's thanks to what TrendForce calls a sluggish economic recovery and cautious consumer spending. An increase in memory prices will almost definitely mean an increase in prices for notebooks, which will probably have a number of consumers noping out. Consequently, says the firm, TrendForce has reduced its 2026 global projection for notebook shipments to a 5.4% year-on-year decrease, totaling around 173 million units. This shift indicates a more conservative approach by brands toward inventory management, promotions, and product setups in response to increasing cost pressure. That said, there is little reason to worry about Apple in the firm's estimation. Quoting TrendForce again, despite increasing memory costs, Apple's integrated supply chain and robust pricing power allow for greater flexibility in adjusting its product lineup. Additionally, Apple's substantial and steady procurement volumes, along with a clear product release schedule and highly predictable demand planning, facilitate securing priority cooperation with memory suppliers. Put another way, their production may be just in time. Their deal-making is not. More news in a moment, but first a word from today's sponsor, Copilot Money, designed to make your money feel clear, calm, and fully yours. The next few days will be full of fresh starts. I'm going to journal. I'm going to diet. I'm going to get a handle on my money. You can do all of those things, but it's easier with help. For the money thing, there's Copilot Money. Copilot Money helps you understand your finances, stay organized, and make better decisions, no matter your starting point. Puts all of your payments, investments, and accounts in one place, even relatively unusual accounts like Apple Card, Apple Savings, and PayPal. And it works across all of your devices, with apps for iPhone, iPad, the Mac, and a great new interface for the web. Make your money work for you in 2026 at try.copilot.money/macOScan. For a limited time, new users get 26% off your first year after a 2-month free trial with offer code macOScan. Recognized by Apple as a must-have finance app and as a smart way to save money, you can try it out for no money with a 2-month free trial with offer code macOScan. Then, new users get 26% off your first year when you sign up at try.copilot.money/macOScan. Copilot Money. Your money beautifully organized now across every device at try.copilot.money/macOScan. If you're hearing a hissing from your iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max, you're apparently not the only one. Mac Rumors says some users are hearing static or hissing when charging their Pro phones. The site cites multiple discussions about the issue on Reddit, the Mac Rumors forums, and Apple's support community, where affected users say there is a noticeable static noise like an old radio, or what the older among us would probably call radio. Complaints are up and down the dial. Some say it gets staticky when playing audio and turning the volume down. Some say it happens when there's nothing playing from the speakers, while others say there's a low crackle or hiss when scrolling through web pages while the phone is charging. It's apparently happening with chargers of various types, though how many users are affected is unclear. Apple is said to be working on the issue, though there's no word of an official acknowledgement from the company. And finally today, we're under a month until the next season of Shrinking begins, and Apple TV has outed a trailer for it. The Cupertino streamer issued a press release Tuesday that sees the whole cast coming back, with some notable newbies thrown in. Regulars include Jason Segel, Harrison Ford, Krista Miller, Jessica Williams, Luke Tenney, Michael Urie, Lukita Maxwell, and Ted McGinley. They'll be joined by recurring guests Brett Goldstein, also one of the show's writers and co-creators, Wendy Malick, Kobe Smulders, and Damon Wayans Jr., and brand new to the show this season, Jeff Daniels and Michael J. Fox. If you want to catch up, the first 2 seasons of Shrinking are available to stream now on Apple TV. Season 3 starts its run on Wednesday, the 28th of January. And that is going to do it for 2025. I'm normally tempted to do a year in review show. I felt no such temptation this year. You didn't ask, but I'll tell you anyway, my plans over the next few days are simple. I'll be choosing the January inks for my favorite fountain pens, cleaning those pens and inking them up. Really coincidentally, my journal, which is not a yearly journal, actually ends today. Like, I'm running out of pages at the end of the year, though it wasn't designed for that. I try not to see signs and everything, but it's kind of blowing my mind. I'm going to try not to worry, though I did lose a paying show about a month ago. The checklist didn't pay a lot, but things are not getting any cheaper. Kick in on Patreon if you'd like to help. My Mac started giving me trouble over the past couple of days. I'll likely spend time trying to figure out what's going on with that. And I'm going to try to get rid of this cold finally. There will be snacks, there will be movies, there will be cocktails. It's going to be pretty low-key. There will be wishes for a better year than this year has been. For my family, for myself, and for you and yours. If you're going out, please keep your wits about you. I'll be home, snugly, safe, and sound. macOS Ken, brought to you by me, and sponsored by Copilot Money. Get a 2-month free trial with offer code macOSKen at try.copilot.money/macOSKen. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can find me on Mastodon, macOSKen at mastodon.social. You can also send me an email, info@macOSKen.com. Happy New Year to you all. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.